Wise Interviews is brought to you by Valley Strong Credit Union.
Welcome back. The time now is 6:47. Temperatures are rising, and although a lot of us are not traveling far these days, it's a good reminder to always remember the dangers of leaving a child in a hot car. Joining us now to talk a little bit more about that and some prevention tips to avoid these tragic situations, Jana Slagle with the Kern County Department of Human Services. Jana, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me this morning.
I think the thing that most people think when they first hear about kids being left in hot cars is they think it could never happen to me, or I would never, ever forget my child. But as a mom, I know the dangers. I know the sleepless nights and the being off of your routine that can lead to tragic situations like this. Can you just talk a little bit about how this can happen and why everyone should think it could happen to me, so I need to take these prevention steps?
Exactly, and that's the biggest thing, is that people think it can never happen to them, and that's the worst thing that you can do. So we have to talk about this every year. In 2019, 54 children lost their lives in the United States due to being left in a hot vehicle. So that's why we are glad that you're reminding the public about this. And the biggest thing is prevention, doing little things that can remind you that the child's in the back seat. And 80% of the kids that do lose their lives due to being left in a hot vehicle are under the age of 3. And a lot of the reason is that they're in a rear-facing car seat in the back seat. They fall asleep, and, you know, like you said, your memory and things happen when you're exhausted. So we encourage people to, every time you get in your vehicle, put your cell phone in the back seat next to the child. Somehow the cell phone triggers a memory. You know, I got to get my phone, and then you remember. Also, put a stuffed animal in the car seat each time that you leave, and then when the child's there, put it in the front, and another reminder. And then lastly, you can, if you have a daycare provider, have an agreement with them that if your child doesn't come to daycare that day, to call you if you don't call them. So just some tips. And then lastly, if you ever see a child left in a hot vehicle, call 911, and our emergency responders will come right away. So those are just some prevention tips, and we hope this doesn't happen in our county at all.
You know, one of my favorites is leave your shoe in your back seat with your child. You absolutely, no matter how exhausted, how off your routine you are, you're not going to forget.
Yeah, you're definitely going to remember that, right? Your shoes on your foot.
Exactly. You're going to feel that when you step out of your car.
Exactly.
How quickly can cars heat up? Just how dangerous can they be? You know, a lot of people are picking up food now for to-go takeout because not all restaurants are open to full capacity. Can you leave your kids in the car for a few minutes while you run in and grab your takeout?
Yeah, you know, we encourage people never to leave their child alone in a vehicle, and just through the drive-through. You know, there's so many opportunities right now during COVID to drive through pharmacies and groceries and just about everything. So the car can heat up in a matter of a few minutes, 125 degrees, and little bodies aren't able to cool down like adults are, and so that's a big part of the hypothermia for kids. So it's just such a big deal right now, and we have a great community. We have to look out for each other, you know, remind each other, not just, even if you don't have children, remind other people in your life that do.
Another danger about hot cars, you know, a lot of parents are doing Zoom meetings and things. They're working at home, so maybe they think their kids are contained doing an activity. Kids could even go outside and get into an unlocked car. I've actually had this to me. My kids have gotten into the car in the garage while I thought they were playing, and that's another danger parents need to be aware of.
You're right, and that's one of the things we do. We do have something on our website called Look Before You Lock. We're putting it on our social media sites today too, and it does tell you lock your vehicle at all times, even if it's in the garage, and ask your neighbors to do the same. So that's another thing that around motor vehicles, kids get curious and bored, and you're right. That's a big deal, locking your vehicle.
All right, Jana Slagle, so important that we talk about this and that you out there, viewers, you talk about it with your friends and your family. We don't want one child to have to lose their life this way. Thank you so much for joining us.
And the tips are on our social media, and so we just encourage people to review those tips. Thank you, Maddie.
Absolutely. We hope everyone shares them. Thank you, Jana. Have a great day.